back on site. There's the house we're going to be excavating. Nice house, screened in porch on the back. Let's get to the foundation print, give you a sneak peek what we got. Couple jogs here and there. Garage here, 2 cars, got a porch right here. So we'll just over dig this. Instead of doing this little jog, we're going to go right straight here, give them a little more over here, but it'll be at a little angle. This bump out isn't here on this, and the screen porch is over here. They're eliminating that. So just a box here and one other jog there. Everything is laid out right now. Let's take a peek. This sand has its pluses and minuses. You can't paint on it, so that's one downfall, and it sticks to your boots and everything when there's dew. So I use chalk. I got my True Glow chalk that I use on my chalk line for concrete, and it works real good, and it will stay in there. So the orange is the overdig. This is the garage step up right here. I put an S there. One tip I always do is I always exaggerate my lines at the end, because you know when you track on this, you just move it and then you can't find your line, and where you're not going to track is over here. So you could always eyeball, if you extend your corner out each way, you could eyeball on the machine where that line is, and I got that on each one. This is the basement. In the last video I didn't really explain the slope here. It's a huge slope, 6 foot difference from the bottom of this corner down here. It's about 4 foot difference from there to the stake, but in our cut it was 6 foot in the field. So I just reshot it, and we got it to go 4 from that corner to this corner. So I'll be only excavating down here about a little over 1 foot. So all this has got to get filled around here, because this isn't a walkout basement. So everything's got to get pushed up, pushed up, pushed up. We'll either have to get filled. This whole place is sand, so there's some knobs and stuff, worst case. But where the truck is in the driveway, I'm going to cut that down, so we're going to gain a lot of fill. Even where the dump truck is, I could push that to the foundation. But that's it. It's simple. All laid out, ready to go. Here's my other step. Or this is the back wall for the garage. The step here will be here, where we go from 8 foot walls to 4 foot walls. There's my S. It goes right around. Then this center of dirt will stay, and we'll still have to come up in lifts on that also. This stake is the corner of the garage, and it also is set at the top of wall. All right, tracking down in the hole. We're gonna get this corner set with the stick laser. Then I gotta move the laser, and I'll get it set to the boom, so I can do this with one man, myself. Nice and easy. First couple swabs, get the grade. I think we're only going to be in the ground 1.5 foot to 2 foot. Some nice looking stuff right there. All right, we got grade. That's grade there. We're going to get the laser set on the boom in a minute. Green light means go on the boom, as you see. Just gonna try to put the dirt where I need it. Down here is gonna be a ton of dirt. Rocking a little bit. Gonna have to get leveled up. I'm on a little incline too, as you can see the bank, how steep the hill is, so it's not ideal to dig like this. But I want to put the dirt down here. I want to get a big pile down here, so that's why I'm just taking the top of it off as much as I can before I grade it. because obviously you want to be level when you grade. So some history about the property where we are. We're up in Saratoga, which the Revolutionary War of 1773 through 1786, this was all war zone. So in this area they find a ton of cannonballs. So I'm hoping we find a cannonball. That would be something. That would be something. So the Saratoga battlefield is like a mile down the road, which is historic, and it's a sanctuary. But this whole area is where the war was, so it'd be cool to find a magazine clip, a musket, cannonball, something. Keep your eyes open. Leave it in the comments if I missed it. So I'm actually digging this thing backwards because I need the dirt behind me. So I'm digging into the bank as much as I can reach and then pulling it back. So all the dirt is behind me. That's the part where we need it the most. And we're gonna have a ton of dirt. Then I'm gonna have to sit up there now and bale to the left and bale up where the dozer is, because we got the garage there. I can't bale it. Then I'll have to move that around after. At least it's sand and it's not that big around this place, so it's not that far to push it. But that's where we need it, so that's why I'm baling it over here, because this is the part that slopes off the most. We'll have 6 foot of foundation sticking out of the ground, 5 or 6 anyways, and that is the play. Digging it backwards. You gotta do what you gotta do. Position, front left corner of the house. Hey. And we'll go around this thing with the dozer, strafe it up my piles so we get a concrete truck around. But at the end of the day, probably put the dozer down in the hole and grade up with it too, because only got to drop foot over there. But being on a hill, you always got to level your tracks up, otherwise your bucket's at a wicked angle. on the back side of the garage basement wall. So if you went to the back of the garage with a car, that wall. All right, facing the road, pulling the longest stretch, the 60-footer in the basement area. 60-foot including the garage, but we are in the basement. Like I said, we're on a big slope, somewhat, you know, and it's got to keep leveling the tracks up to level the bucket up. Sitting on a pile. Swing this way so you can see me. Sitting on my pile here that I built up a little bit, right below me, and then we'll get the machine level so I can pull this line. Go from there. Back of the garage wall is all excavated. On the last jog of the basement, part of the foundation. Be happy to see this basement part done, and then we'll do the garage and be done. Grade out the bottom with the dozer real quick. Little highs and lows, you know. The sand, you breathe on this sand with a tooth. It's like beach sand. It just moved all over the place. Alright, just closing this hole in the corner. I can't see this, so you gotta do it by feel. Usually you can feel the teeth, but being sand, you're not gonna. Just run it down the side like this. And bring it all. See what's in the bucket? That was just from gliding that. I can't even see that, but it's got to be close. Then just scoop this out. Do that a couple times. I'll go down, check grade. Put some X's on it where it's good, and grade it out with the dozer. Just backblade it. Be done. Be done. With the basement. We still got the garage. That's only got to go down a little bit though. They're 4 foot, they step up. 8-foot basement walls, 4 foot garage. All right, my people, let's see what we got. End of day one. Could have pushed it, you know, it's 4 o'clock now. I could have pushed it and got this garage, but these guys are not gonna be here until 10:30, the footing, so I figure I'll come up early in the morning and finish the garage out. I might tow the skid steer up too, because I needed to stone the footings afterwards. But there it is. There it is. The basement. Garage gonna go right there. See you in the AM. Back the next morning. Foggy out today. We're on the Mohawk River, so tons of fog. Gonna get this garage knocked out this morning, and then I'll put in some temporary roads, maybe push this pile flat to get the concrete truck around, because this wall's going to be up here. 4 foot step up. Get you my camera set up here somewhere in here. I got to get the tape measure. 4 foot, geez, step up might be right about here by the time I'm done. But the step, all this has got to get hogged out. Step is actually right here where I got that flag on this side, and the step is right off the corner on that one. Let's get to it. All right, let's get this garage done. I'll open this up. The glass is a little misty from the dew. Chilly, but I'll suffer. All right, let's get this show going. Line your bucket up with your mark. Pull straight through. Yeah, looking good. I got my flag down there, that pink flag, and I'll put this dirt inside here because I'm gonna need it to fill up. But that pink flag right there is my step. So I gotta get to this height. Alright, just got that laid out. Move the machine back a little. I got a little pink flag in my 4-foot step up, so I'm gonna take a little bit out of here. As you see it right there. See that flag? That's exactly at 4 foot, so I'll take this, run it right on top of the flag, and cut in. There's the flag. That's my 4-footer right there. So yeah, as you know, that's footing height for the step up. That shows you how much we gotta fill in with sand. So we'll get this cut out. All this has got to come up big time. Right on the second leg of the garage. All right, garage is all dug up. Basement dug. These keep caving in on me, so they're just gonna keep doing that. So we gotta wait till they come and form. Shovel that out. It's just sand, then it will be pinned. Otherwise, it's just gonna keep going back. Sand is sand. Hopefully, we don't get rain. Well drillers here pounding the well or drilling the well. All set, got these roads in. Concrete truck will come here, pour the footings, pour the walls. Same thing around this end, come to this area, over to here. And then garage is done as you saw. Got the DB in the bottom, dirt boss. Yeah, let's get the bird in the sky. Catch you guys later. Thanks, subscribe, thumbs up.